Hi, so this is my presentation on pumice and its applications. My name is Anabella Lysek, and this is for Geography 106. So today we'll be covering what pumice is, how we discovered its uses, what these uses are exactly, and then what future uses of pumice could be. So starting us off, pumice is a porous volcanic glass that is erupted from volcanoes. It is a type of igneous rock that is formed of pyroclasts. These are just like solidified rocks or other small rock fragments that join together to form pumice in this case. You can see like the little variety of colors and shapes the um, in the rock, and these are just like the pyroclast fragments. It comes from Pumice comes from volcanoes that are effusive, and it's formed when the magma rapidly cools. This results in no crystallization. It most typically comes from felsic igneous rock or igneous rock with high silica, and then it's often mined in the Rocky Mountains or the Pacific Coast states for its use in products. So the history of our use with pumice goes back about 2,000 years. I'd like to touch on first, though, that the Roman Empire they realized that they could combine pumice with lime and water to create concrete. And this was really impactful because they were the first civilization to learn that this was something that they could make with pumice, and first civilization to make concrete, period. And that was a big factor about that played into their expansion as an empire. But it has been used in pharmaceuticals for 2,000 years, including in teas to help heal sicknesses. The ancient Egyptians also used pumice for tooth scrubs as they realized that it had a kind of like wearing down characteristic where it could like slowly wear away at things for cleaning purposes. And then the ancient Chinese civilizations also used it for tooth powders and creams. Modern uses of pumice are very broad and really interesting. So it's very beneficial in horticulture to use pumice because of its porosity. It locks in moisture, but it also drains easily. So this means that it doesn't become soggy. It does a good job of like being pretty predictable about where water is going to go. So that this plays into the second bullet point, saying that controls ground moisture and livestock manure. Um, and then, of course, modernly it's also used in concrete. So this is a photo of pumice concrete up here. You can see the pores. And so this has been a huge, huge use of it recently. And then again, because of its porosity, it's used for filtration. And then its pores also have been used for pencil erasers, hand soaps, and toothpaste. So stuff that just kind of has to wear away slowly at something. Some future implications. So pumice is actually a very natural and environmentally friendly material used for the production of concrete. Non-pumice concrete emits a lot of carbon when it's created, and contributes to global warming, but pumice does has less carbon emissions. It also has a smaller impact upon waste disposal. So just an overall better option. And then in terms of the physicality of the material, it is more durable and tough. And then the porosity of it is pretty homogeneous. So like I said, it's a pretty predictable material in terms of its porosity, homogeneity, and it also could be very useful. For example, let's say there's a something that is emitting toxic or like emitting water with dangerous toxins in it. A layer of pumice would help filter that water before it seeps into the groundwater and like seeps into the watershed. So it's really great like natural filtration. And this is my works cited. Thank you.